Sri Lanka's economy is experiencing one of the most serious financial crises in its history. Since the beginning of the year, the Sri Lankan rupee has lost 33% of its value, making it the world's worst performing currency. Because of the plummeting rupee, importers in the South Asian island have been unable to pay for goods. So what's behind Sri Lanka's worst economy crisis? The island's nation's economic crisis is attributed to a habit of buying more than it exports, resulting in a trade deficit, while government expenditure frequently exceeds receipts, resulting in a budget imbalance. Sri Lanka has historically piled on debt and borrowed large sums to build enormous infrastructure projects, in the hopes of spurring economic growth. However, these expensive infrastructure projects have failed to generate cash, leaving the Sri Lankan government unable to service its debt's interest. Sri Lanka has approximately $8.6 billion in debt payments due this year, but only $1.94 billion in reserves as of April 2022. Moreover, Sri Lanka have to pay $78.2 billion in interest on April 18th, followed by a $1 billion payment on a bond due on July 25th. With the bond trading, which is significantly below its face value, the chances of Sri Lanka making the July payment looks bleak. If things were not difficult, they have been made worse by the pandemic. Sri Lanka's tourism industry provided over 13% of the country's GDP and was a major source of foreign currency. However, the COVID pandemic in 2020 brought tourism to a halt. As a result, Sri Lanka only welcomed just over 170,000 visitors in the past year, down from 2.3 million in 2018.
Who is your enemy? No country has attacked Sri Lanka. No, your enemy is within.
The bad decisions by Sri Lankan government have also added insult to the injury. The government ordered the conversion of all agriculture in the country to organic farming in April 2021 and barred the import of artificial fertilizers. This resulted in farmers seeing their yields plummet due to lack of knowledge in how to cultivate without chemical inputs. Rice production dropped by half, causing the country to import rice for the first time in years, while tea production also decreased, putting one of the island's main export sectors in jeopardy. As of last month, Sri Lankan inflation has reached 18.8%, which is the highest in Asia and at a level not seen since the Sri Lankan Civil War, with food prices up 30% from the previous year. Sri Lankan government is currently seeking for ways to boost its foreign reserve assets in order to pay its debt obligations. However, a payment crisis is looming, with debt levels nearly 4 times the country's reserves. As a result of this, Sri Lankans have turned to the streets to voice their dissatisfaction with food, fuel and other product shortages, resulting in riots that have prompted many government officials to resign from their seats. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please share and leave a comment. We love reading your feedback and don't forget to subscribe.